Season 1, Episode 17, Fishing for Channel Cats. Hello guys, this is HookSetAngling, and I just missed a bass. We saw it feeding on the bluegill close to shore, so we went for it. And today we're fishing for some channel catfish. What we're doing is you can either sink live bait to the bottom, or what we use is bread, white bread, seems to work. And while you're doing that, you can also catch grass carp and carp. You want to look for a place that's has a drop off or is deeper, and catfish are more active at night and when it's very cloudy, like it is right now in the video. And some days it can be really bad, but we had a good outing. And you're going to want to use a small hook, a small but thick hook so it doesn't snap. This is Luke's grass carp. The hook snapped right as it got to shore. There it was. So I'm letting out the line here. When you get a bite, while you're doing this, you leave your bail open. Let them take it for your line will move a little and start pulling the line off the bail. You wait about 5 to 6 seconds, not enough for them to swallow it. Whatever you do, do not let the fish swallow the hook. And if it does, make sure to cut the line outside of the mouth. So there's a nice catfish there, 23 inches, about 8 pounds, I'd say. And here we're releasing it. And when you're reeling in a catfish, they tend to spin, so your line will spin. That's how you kind of can tell. Also, a lot of people think that catfish sting in the whiskers, but they don't. They sting in their two front fins and then their top fin. And they also make a croaking sound sometimes. I'm pretty sure that's from being scared, and it has something to do with their fin rubbing against something. And you're going to want to bring a net to land these. It's just a lot easier. And don't hog them, or else your line will snap. When they run, let them run. And when they get tired, just crank them in. But don't try to hog them. They'll tend to fight harder when they see you, because they get scared. Right before you land them, they'll start running. Bread seemed to work better than live bait. I don't know why, but it did. Here's a bass I caught. I saw it on shore again, but this time I caught it. And this is when we were using the live bait. So minnows, we sunk it to the bottom and it was a bass. Bass tend to bite the live bait more than the catfish will. But catfish really like bluegill. But you can't fish with those. I thought I missed it because when it took it out, then it stopped pulling line because it swam in close. You could see it jump there. It was a pretty nice one. It was fat. And while you're doing this fishing, you can you pay attention, but you don't have to pay full attention. You just look over at your pole every once in a while. You might want a pole holder and leave your bail open. And we think that the catfish come in like sections, like every 15 minutes they'll come back. And once you catch one, they tend to all get scared away. And then 15, 30 minutes later, they'll come back. Now, today it wasn't so cloudy, and it was not that great of fishing. We caught 2 bass and a catfish. So you're going to want to go catfish fishing, I'd say, on cloudy, kind of rainy days. That's when the bite is a lot better. This is a big catfish. It made a bunch of runs because it saw the net and it just got scared and would just run out a couple feet. Then Luke would crank it back in and it run out again. It was one of the biggest that we've caught. But I know they get bigger in lakes and stuff. But for a pond, it was a big catfish. It was 25.5 inches and 12 pounds. And we're releasing it now. And there it goes. Here's some extra pictures. Here's Charlie with the little catfish and a warmouth. And there's some big warmouth where we fished. So here I have the 2 biggest warmouth there that we caught. Warmouth are a mix of bass and bluegill. They have mouths like a bass. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. And follow us on Instagram at HookSetAngling.